Hello and welcome to another episode of Ain't Got a Clue. Before we crack on though, got a quick message, ain't we, Kay?
Right, you want to go into it right now?
Man, let's get into it, bro.
Well, we're really excited to be part of Spotlight. It's a project from Apple Podcasts that highlights one creative team every few months. And they say team, there's like two of us.
What do you mean, bro? The credits on this run real quick on this show, isn't it?
This has been a Kae Kurd Marcus Bronzy production.
Yeah. Produced by, written by, edited by, social media by. Yeah,
that's right. So Apple and their editorial team thinks that they've got more of a team than we do.
Yeah.
And they all think collectively, as a group, as a team, that we have a great podcast and they want you to spend a lot of time with us.
Yeah, man.
And you know what? They're right, bro.
Yeah, man. So yeah, we're on the Apple Spotlight. Listen, if you're a new listener, welcome to the family. Welcome to this fresh episode. If you're picking this up, if it's just dropped. But don't forget, you can go back and listen to some of our classic episodes with Mo Gilligan, James Haskell, or the likes of Jordan Stevens, Ramel London. And today we're joined by another future legend, Richie Driss.
Welcome to the show.
What's going on?
The unison in the announcing of the name then was on point. You've been practicing.
Do you know what, Richie? People keep going to me and Kay, they go, yo, bruv, so like, when you write the things that you say and the preparation for the show, what's the prep like? You've seen the prep for the show. Can you describe what it's like to the listener, please, Richie?
I walked in a room, I put my phone on charge.
Yeah.
Me and Kate talked about dating for a minute.
Whoa.
When I say a minute, I mean not each other. Not each other.
I'll put the aircon on now. Right, okay.
Let me tell you,
started.
the chemistry is just natural, innit? This is Dwight York and Andy Cole in their prime, innit? Like,
Jeez.
This is, like, I say something, he says something, we say it in unison, he starts a sentence, I finish it, I start a sentence, he finishes it.
Yeah, man.
It's just the way it is, bruv.
On the subject of dating.
Yeah.
No, but honestly, honestly though,
welcome to the show, Richie.
Thank you.
Welcome to the show, Richie.
Honestly, thank you for having me.
Let's be real with the listener.
I like your tattoos as well.
We've all been busy today, and I feel like we've all done stuff. The energy levels potentially could drop. Yeah,
bro,
I'd like to apologise in advance.
Hey, listen, you're getting what you're getting.
You're getting what you get.
Like, I know this is going out on the front page of Apple or whatever. Yeah, you can catch us on Patreon as well.
Obviously,
catch us on Patreon as well for the price of a coffee. You get extra episode ad free,
and also Apple subscription too. Don't forget about that too.
So like, listen, man, you're gonna get what you're gonna get in it. We're making sure we're not missing episodes. We're bringing in fantastic guests. And look, it's sunny outside here, and me and Marcus and Richie are in this studio. Yeah,
inside.
The aircon's not even working properly. Yeah, there's no windows. I don't even know if it's still bright outside, and we're recording this for you.
Yeah, but you're a professional, because as soon as Marcus talked about energy, you were like, listen! Yelling.
But you know what, we're going to try it out. We're all going to be like, and then the episode will be like,
there's no Diet Coke in me
thank you. Thank you for joining the episode. Yeah, cool. That's what it's going to be like now.
Usually we record at 10 a.m. So could you have done 10 a.m.?
Not today, I was a little bit.
It was otherwise
you can say what you were doing though, can't you?
You were on Soccer AM.
I was on Soccer AM.
Yeah, it was live.
How was it for you?
And it's
live. It was free. And I did all right. I was just in goal. It was free.
Oh, you do the goalkeeping thing?
Yeah.
Oh, mad.
That's the position you play, though, isn't it, Richie?
Yeah.
Cool. Just for those,
if you like, depending on who's watching. To be honest.
Oh, fair enough.
Did anyone score past you?
No. What, in like 30 shots? Did anyone? Of course they did. Yeah.
What about in the bit where they do like the free kick and that bit?
Didn't do that today.
Really?
No, they did the crossbar penalty, etc. They did that bit, but there was no free kick involved at all.
Oh, so they didn't get to that bit, so people were obviously missing.
Yeah, it was like the 5 and they got to the crossbar and then Paddy McGuinness.
I hit the post in the free kick.
That's not good enough.
But when I did the 1-on-1 through the keeper's legs.
I would not stand for that. Never.
What, through your legs? I'd score past you, bruv.
Is that right?
I'd score.
Sounds like a follow-up podcast.
Wow, just came with the fire there.
And you,
for those of you that aren't seeing this on the YouTube, the way that Kay looked, the way that Kay looked at Richie was just like, I'll fucking put one past you.
There was death.
There was no, like, the
eyes.
smile went from his face for a second. Like, he went
his soul vanished like that.
Yeah, to grow it back.
Yeah.
Fucking like.
So what are you up to now, man? For those that don't know, Richie, you were a CBBC, Blue Peter presenter.
Yeah.
CBBC and BBC can count as the same thing.
Yeah, you can, because bruv, you're out in the real world now. BBC, whatever gets you the money.
Yeah, exactly.
What number? You 38? 38, yeah.
Fuck me, that's
38th Blue Peter presenter, yeah.
I remember even more now. My gosh, yeah.
How much? Do you still have 4 at a time?
I mean, that was a thing for about 6 months when I was on, but it was on air.
And then there were like cuts. Got rid of a couple people.
one of the presenters left.
And they
You don't need 4 presenters for a 28-minute live show once a week.
Yeah. Oh, it's once a week now.
This is it. It was back in the day when I'm guessing we all watched it.
Yeah.
3 times a week, bro.
3 times a week.
Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays.
Yeah.
Bro, do you know how much I wanted to be a Blue Peter presenter, bro? They just went skydiving and...
Bro, they just played. They had fun. I don't know if you've noticed. That's kind of what I do.
They did all of the stuff that Marcus does with brands, but for CBBC.
I saw Matt Baker the other day, was in the Times, and he said, I filled up a whole passport flying around the world for Blue Peter, and I was like, good for you, I worked with some voles in 4 years.
So you don't... What did you do?
I went to Derry.
In this week's episode, Richie is travelling up to Glasgow.
Every year, though, back in the day, every year they'd go to Australia.
Yeah.
They'd go to Australia for the summer. They'd make content in Australia.
How old are you?
Me, I'm 33, bro.
Okay. 34.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Yeah. Back in the day, like that's what I'm saying. Like Simon Thomas, Katie Hill, big crush on Katie Hill, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, Connie Huck.
Yeah.
I can't lie. Connie Hart,
Favourite? That's the favourite?
Back in the day, that was my little crush.
I work with Charlie Brooker sometimes, innit? So I'm not really going to talk about man's wife like that.
No, respectfully, innit? Respectfully, innit?
But that's a great name drop whilst also being respectful.
Yeah. Come on,
like
man.
perfect balance. Why you do what you do.
It was like, I'm out here.
Well, I don't work with him, and I just want to say, Connie Hart, I respected your time.
You know what?
I was there watching Blue Peter as soon as it started when you were on. She was one of the longest ever serving presenters as well, wasn't she?
The longest serving female presenter.
See, I'm not pretending. I was down. I'm down with the stats, bro. Yeah, go on.
Remind me, I'll say something about Charlie Brooker on the Patreon episode.
Okay, cool.
Or on the bonus episode. Yeah.
We'll put that down.
I reserve the good stuff for that.
Yeah.
So you were
you ain't giving away the free shit.
Whoa! Whoa!
Come on.
Do you know what?
Wait, 1 second. Before I get excited, is this just? Are you showing me your gun and badge, or are you sheriffing me right now?
Like,
I'll put this on right now, brother, and it's not coming off.
But the thing about this is that I'm just doing this for the cameras. As soon as we're off air, I'm getting back.
Hold on. Can I,
I've got a Blue Peter badge. We need to hold this Blue Peter badge up.
Richie has just given Marcus a Blue Peter badge, but can I just also say something? Marcus, you've also got the demeanour of a Blue Peter presenter sometimes.
Have I?
Like, you could do it.
I could do it. Of course I could.
Oh my God. Nah, see this? It don't even suit me, bruv. Look at it, bruv. It don't even suit me.
Why not?
Do you know what? I say bruv, right, and cunt, and all of this shit, yeah?
Okay.
They're not going to get me on... They'd never get me on there.
One of those words isn't quite it for a Blue Peter presenter. One of them.
One of them isn't quite
But this is genuinely, I had a question when I was on my way over here, is what is your perception from the outside looking in of what a Blue Peter presenter is?
I love how he's just flipped the script on us, you know?
He's such a journalist.
So my perception of a Blue Peter presenter is
they don't say cunt, that's it.
No. Like, I think very prim, very proper, very like just hi man, yeah, very nice guy. Do you know what I mean? Like,
is that your nice voice? Hi, slightly American. I'm a very nice guy.
Hey man, I'm a nice guy. I'm the guy that you want to bring round to your mum's house.
You announce yourself as a nice guy.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Right.
No, but like, do you know what I mean? When people look at you, go, do you know what I mean? Safe pair of hands. Do you know what I mean? Very risk averse in terms of like broadcasting. Do you know what I mean? Like,
okay.
You're not gonna fuck something up. Whereas I might say some shit that will get you in trouble. I feel like Blue Peter presenters are more like.
But there's a difference between quote unquote fucking something up and like having fun.
Whoa!
I know.
Whoa!
Jesus.
Whoa!
Mary Joseph.
What just went on?
Yeah, it was quote unquote.
Oh my god! Oh, so you didn't actually say it?
No,
okay.
Wow. It's just repeating.
Oh my gosh.
Doesn't count. Daily Mail. Leave me alone.
Okay, right. It's all right. This is an adult podcast for over 18s only. There you go.
Yeah.
But there's a difference between messing up.
Yeah.
And enjoying it or having a laugh with it. Do you know what I mean?
So, but were you always yourself on there, or was it like a very like chilled out version of yourself?
I started off more as myself, and then it was bring it in.
Rein it in.
Rein in.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, so you probably dropped that on the first show, and they're like, Richie, maybe we should just reduce the F-bomb a little bit. Oh, fucking hell, shit. Sorry about that, man. Shit,
you see these badges, yeah? Where can I get in free with these?
You?
Yeah.
Absolutely nowhere.
1 second, Richie. 1 second. Did you, when you left?
Hold on. Why did that sound like it was tinged with racism?
What are you doing here? Not in a racist way.
Not your kind, though. Not your kind.
Not today, bro. Wait, so when they say Blue Peter badge winners get in free?
Yeah. We have to be white and between the ages of 5 and 15.
Oh, there you go. Sorry, mate.
No.
So you mean, hold on. Yeah. Wait, now this me.
Not true. Denied.
Oh wait, so
I'm
if I give
playing.
this to a child though, where can they get in?
Would you give that to a
Yeah, like my friends' little children and that.
We should get them to hand it back to each other as they get through the door as well, like a dodgy bus ticket.
bro.
Cost of living crisis.
If I'm taking 2 or 3 of them out, I'm like, yo, give me this one back, bro. Yeah, he's got one as well. Yeah, she's got one as well. There you go.
Also, are you just rolling with a pocket full of those? Are you just handing those out, or were those
Honestly,
specifically for us?
I did enough shows. No, yeah, they were specifically for you. Yeah.
How many of these do you have? Like, all right, cool.
A normal amount.
But
a normal amount.
Bro, you don't understand how gassed I am. You know,
These
a
are-
Blue Peter badge.
Do you know what, bro? I've never ever had a Blue Peter badge, and
They are-
I'm wearing mine during the recording. If
but
you're looking at
do you-
YouTube, Kay's holding on to his. Bro, honestly,
Do you know
thank
what?
you so
Yeah.
much.
Do you know what?
I'm
Yeah.
so
Like,
privileged.
I don't think if you're under 25,
Yeah,
like you probably don't understand the allure this had when we were younger, bruv.
yeah, man.
If you had one of these, you could go paragliding in Thailand. You could go
Is that what you felt like?
Could you?
You
as
feel
a
like
presenter.
Yeah,
Do you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like,
Oh,
when they
yeah.
had budgets, do you know what I mean? When they had budget, you could
back
go
in
in
the
a
day.
Formula One car. You could have a day at Silverstone. All of that stuff. None of that anymore.
They could.
They could. But so, what was the highlight of your time there?
Not at the time, but genuinely afterwards, and I mean this sincerely, but climbing the Old Man of Hoy, which was like the biggest challenge.
What's
was so the Old Man of Hoy is like, it's a, I don't know why I assumed you would know what a sea stack off the north coast of Scotland would be, but it's like a big.
He might know.
I know what it is. Yeah, it's a big pile of stones in it, and you have to get. Well, not like a big
Stones.
fuck off
Stones.
pile of stones in it. It is, isn't it?
Stones
it's like a bit of
implies it's tiny.
It's big in it, but it's like a big column.
It's 164 meter.
Did I just
Hey, do you
shit
know
on
what
it?
the
Sorry,
name
yeah,
of
go.
What's the name of the podcast? Ain't
Ain't got a clue.
There you go. That's
So tell us about your little rock story. Go on.
My little rock story.
So what? You climbed some pebbles.
I
Yeah.
climbed. Yeah.
It's quite cute. It's a cute story.
It was a jaunty day out. A
Yeah.
jaunty jaunt out.
Yeah,
It was.
yeah.
No, I learnt to climb. Like cliffhanger. You've seen that, right? It was nothing like that.
Okay.
But he climbed. I climbed. So it was a little bit like that.
Do you know what? Like that's like nobody ever talks about budget cuts and Blue Peter, bro.
That's where you went to from that.
Like we
Okay,
used
you
to-
are sticking the boot in
when
so
I told
sideways
you,
today.
No, but when
It's
I told
good.
you we used to be
Yeah.
a country a few episodes ago, yeah.
Is that where you're going with this?
We used to be
Budget
a
cuts, we used to
country,
be a
bro.
country from the Blue Peter challenge that I just talked about.
Back in the days,
Yeah.
proper Blue Peter
Back in the
challenge
day,
in
he'd have been-
Australia.
He'd have been skydiving. He would have been skydiving, like, or learned to skydive by himself. Not like the tandem one I did. Right, he'd have been skydiving by himself, and they're like, they've given me 4 weeks to learn how to become a skydiving instructor.
Yeah.
And then you come in. What? I bet you they don't even have dogs anymore. Do they have
No,
like
we
Peter?
do
do-
we
you do have a
ever?
dog, don't you?
Oh, we do.
How many? Because
One.
you used to have
One,
Mabel
come on.
and then the other one. There was a golden retriever, and then they had Mabel, who was like a shepherd dog, yeah? Why?
A shepherd dog.
Yeah, like, I think Matt Baker, it was one of Matt Baker's favourites, yeah. Because he was like a
A
shepherd.
sheepdog, a shepherd
Sheep,
dog.
yeah.
I think I know who you're on about with the golden retriever because that might be. Wait, you're 33,
Yeah.
so maybe you didn't watch it when Lindsay was on it and she had the golden retriever. You don't know who I'm on about, do you?
No.
Okay, fine. I couldn't name the dogs to be honest. Right now,
Oh, okay, so what about the dogs that...
now Beagle Basset Cross called Henry, and he is
And that's it, just the one?
just the one.
Bro, they
pooch.
used to have some big fuck off dogs, you know, like massive, huge dogs. Now it's a small
He
little
is-
beagle.
Yeah, but he's not any less amazing.
No,
He's
I know.
still an
Like, I'm a
amazing.
massive dog lover, innit? I get it. But they used to have the budget for 2, like, okay.
Oh yeah. No, like, honestly,
I mean, he ain't there anymore, bro. He's left it, bro. He can chat and talk all the shit he wants about him.
it was this good cop, bad cop, is it? On a serious one, the presenters used to take dogs home, and it was their dogs.
Yeah, but did you get to
Genuinely.
take Henry home?
Absolutely not.
Oh,
Nah.
he looked like a cool dog though.
Really?
Love
I didn't even know
that.
they took the dogs home.
They was their dogs.
Here's one I made earlier.
He brought the dog out.
Oh,
Bring
so
a dog
like-
out.
Yeah.
So when a dog left, that was basically the presenter was like,
When the
"Oh,
when
listen,
when the dog left,
yeah. So if the dog was like, oh, Mabel's retiring from like,
they were dead. No, I'm joking.
no, but like,
I'm
say
joking.
for example, if you've left now, but say for example you had one of the dogs, would you have to give the dog back?
I don't know how that worked, to be honest.
That is
I would.
mad.
I mean, I'll put it like this: if Henry was my dog, I wouldn't have given him back. He was amazing.
But imagine that though, like Richie, like that's great, whatever, and then like, oh yeah, and there is the small matter of Henry, and you're like, what about him? We're taking him back.
It would have been an interesting
Bro,
conversation.
I'm throwing hands, you know.
So tell us about this stack though. Come on, we need to hear about the stack the little pile of rocks that you climbed. No, it's a cute story. Go on.
Do you know what? Cute story. I love it. Right. I'm trying to find my phone so I can find the real stats.
It's on charge. It's on charge, bruv.
It is. They yeah, it was. But like this, what have you ever? This is a broad question. What have you ever climbed?
What have you climbed? Hey.
What have I climbed?
Yeah.
In the UK, I've climbed Helvellyn. So
What the hell is that?
That's like Lake Districts. I think it's one of the tallest mountains. Router in Cornwall. There you go, bro. That's another one for you. There's another one called Brown Willie as well, which obviously is full of puns. Yes, in Cornwall.
I've climbed the comedy industry.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Yeah. And that's good enough to be fair.
Yeah, there you go.
You know.
Right, so okay.
I can't believe we've actually got you on your phone.
Yeah,
Google. He's like, I'm going to fucking show you pictures. Pebble this.
You're fucking right, I am.
I've got a Blue Peter badge.
137 metres, which is a lot shorter than I thought it was.
You did start strong. We'll let you have your tax.
Thanks.
We'll let you add it. 160, we'll stick with that number. So 150 foot plus.
137 metres.
137 metres. Round it up.
Do you miss it though? Do you miss it?
No.
But 1 second. But wait, did you just climb it and that was the end of the episode?
No. What, do I miss climbing or the show?
The show.
No. Climbing? No.
Okay. So you just climbed it and then that was it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That is surreal though, you know, because I could never imagine. I mean, joking aside, that's fucking amazing, and you should be very proud of it all. But do you know, one thing I find really mad about kids' TV is children stopping you in the street. How weird was that?
Still is weird.
Really?
I've been in. I was going to say I've been in some really compromising situations.
Go on, give us a story that's safe.
But compromising situations
is one thing, but compromising
it's just you having it like for example, if you smoked, having a cigarette outside of a pub. Do you know what I mean? Like that kind of.
I've been literally in the pub with mates shotting tequilas, not heroin, and kids have come up to me in mid, and I've been like, oh.
What was a kid doing in a pub, bruv?
I'm not their parents. I don't know.
What's the little kid doing in a pub?
But instantly they switch it. I switch it on, and I'm like, I get into the mode that I need to be in as part of the responsibility of doing what I do, which is absolutely fine.
Is it true? I heard once, that
probably not. But go on.
But this is what I'm asking you. This is what I'm asking all the questions. Is it true that they gave you free Addison Lees out and about if you went on a night out
to get you home?
What's your source?
Someone that used to work at CBBC.
CBBC, not BP.
Not BP.
No, it's not true.
Really?
It's not true.
So I know someone that used to work at CBBC as a presenter, and they used to get Addison Lees paid for because they didn't want to see them like coming out of a nightclub and like somebody.
Were they a liability or were they quite? Because there are some presenters out there that are known.
Can I say the name and then you bleep it out?
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, go on and bleep the shit out of it. Go on. Yeah, okay, cool.
One more time.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, but there's levels.
There's levels. It depends. If you're the kind of person where they look at you going out once or twice, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody was like, that person needs to get Addison Lees all the time. Because there's party people out there, yeah.
I mean, I didn't think so when I started. When I started, I was like, yeah, whatever, yeah.
I remember before you. I remember
was my own agent.
I remember before you started, you were telling me like if you were out drinking, you were going to be drinking like what looked like a Coca-Cola. That was the plan. Like you weren't going to be sinking pints and shots. But then a few years into your career, you're like, fuck it, get the hunt job. Yeah, few
hours.
Oh my god! So anyway, what's the plan now? This is what, because we were speaking off air about your little not little,
my little my little what?
Okay, I'll tell you what, bruv. We're 18 minutes into 19 minutes into the episode.
Replay the
Let's warm up first. Let's do a warm up before we hit the big weights. Yeah.
I'm fucking around. No,
So Pussy, tell me about your.
I like Richie, man. Me and Richie. But no, I watched your documentary on BT Sport about goalkeepers, and that was fantastic. It was actually really, really insightful. And is that what you want to go into now?
Definitely.
Sports stuff, or is it just like?
I don't want to sound like a wanker, but I'm going to. It's a broad question because, like, I want to do documentaries. I want to do X, Y, and Z, but so does everyone else. Do you know what I mean? And you know as well as anyone else is that there's one thing wanting to do it, is another thing actually doing it. And like I've pitched left, right, and centre, and for one reason or another, like it hasn't worked, hasn't fit. And
then you see a Love Islander come out and do the same exact documentary, and you're like,
don't. I'm glad you find it funny.
Wait, is that for real?
I'm about to shed a tear.
Oh, what has that happened to you?
No, that happened.
Bro, hold on. You're talking to someone who hasn't got anything commissioned. So, like just this year alone, me and Marcus have pitched 3 things and they've got rejected.
You guys are so great. It's so full of zest and energy. We can just see it happening. We'll speak to you next week.
Like it's just you. Yeah. Like, guys, man, we should really get in the meeting. And we're just like, yeah.
Like, I've had one thing that I pitched, and I don't want to go into details, but I have one thing that I was pitched that was apparently they already had it on their radar. Sure, like if you say that, I'm going to choose to believe you, but then a Love Islander came in and presented it, and I was like, okay, cool. I didn't even know that had happened, but I kind of guessed.
That's a
genuine thing.
Because I saw somebody moaning about it the other day like this. Can you stop getting reality TV stars doing documentaries?
Yeah, but listen, I might be second guessing, but you say that in like a voice that's taking a piss. But I agree with it.
No,
depending on the levity of
I'm
what
not
the
taking a
documentary
piss.
is.
I'm not taking a piss. Yeah, but I was like,
I think what people don't understand about you, Richie, is you were a rounded journalist before you got into Blue Peter. Like you presented, you produced, you'd written, and you'd worked behind the camera, in front of the camera. But have you done a bit of camera work behind it? Have you set one up?
I agree with all of the things you said, apart from maybe credible journalist, because that depends on your point of view.
You work for joe.co.uk, innit? So that was
and is that a broadsheet newspaper? No.
Do you know what's so mad is, right? Like, if somebody was just to take a look at you, they'd probably have a certain idea about you. But
please tell me.
But like, you've got so much more substance and stuff that you let on.
Why have you got? I was just about to be really sincere and say thank you so much.
No, I was being real.
When people look at you, they think a certain thing, but you've actually got more substance. You've actually got way more substance than that. For fuck's sake, bro.
I was enjoying that until you just said that.
No, see, he always tries to find the bad stuff, but you know what I mean. If somebody sees, I shut up, bro.
Negmaster Flex. Negmaster Flex is on there. Drop him up.
No, look. My point was,
you're actually smarter than you sound.
I was saying that as a compliment. Like, look, people see somebody with a sleeve tattoo and Jordans. Yeah. Like, let's be fucking real. Yeah. Somebody sees somebody with a sleeve tattoo and Jordans. If they're like, oh, what do you work for? One extra. But like, do you know what I mean? Or,
I wouldn't have gone with one extra. I would have gone with Love Island myself,
or whatever, or Love Island, or whatever. Yeah, they probably think that you're not that way. But if they look at your body of work, you're somebody that's got a wide range of things that they can do and talk about, and like, do you know what I mean? You can hold a conversation about pretty much anything in the world with a level of, what's the word I'm looking for?
I'm going to let you finish this.
You can command a level of respect.
You've been misleading me a lot, so I'm going to let you finish this.
I'm not misleading it.
I'm saying nothing. No.
He's stirring, bruv. Right? Do you know what?
Kay is pointing. Kay is pointing.
Good cop, bad cop to bad cop, good
worst cop. Worst cop.
No, do you know what? Yeah. Thank you. Yes.
That's it. He's working brain on you well.
My point was this, right? Does that work in your favor or against you when it comes to like pitching stuff, or like when it comes to actually like trying to get certain jobs?
It's not for me to say, is it? Like, I've literally no idea. The one thing is that I was told overtly when I got the Blue Peter job, which was, I guess, my quote unquote big break in the television industry, is that we hired you for you. That's what I was specifically told. And then they dialed it back and dialed it back. And
can we just? Was it just a few conversations? Can we just? Do you mind if we just?
Can you just not deliver? Can you just maybe not say that like that, or do this like this, or that left, right?
But to be fair though, you've come out
of clothes. Yeah. Do you mind just like covering up?
Legitimately, not the toe thing is fine. Like but
maybe he was wearing a Rough Riders t-shirt straight into work was a bit strong, innit?
One of my favourite comments ever. Shout out to Jack Robbins for telling me this, who's one of the guys on Blue Peter. When I first started, apparently, one of the comments that he said that he received, one of the feedback comments about me was, he's a really great presenter and the kids love him, but he dresses like an LA gang member.
Whoa! But you see what I'm saying? You see? Hold on. My man said he dressed like an LA gang member, and you're getting at me. I'm saying people think of him in one way when they see him,
but you're actually more intelligent.
Was I wearing red or blue?
Yeah, more intelligent than a fucking LA gang member, bruv.
Oh, yeah, I know some very smart LA gang members out there, bro.
Like, at the end of the day,
PhDs and all them ones. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the majority of them.
Yeah, most of them.
Let's talk about the 90% of them with fucking.
But all right, all joking aside though, like, you know, you've had how many years were you now at Blue Peter for?
4 years.
So 4 years now you've worked in broadcast television. So you've come out now. You're someone who went in. You had ideas about what you liked. You've now worked TV in it, so you get how TV works. You can do live. You can do pre-rec stuff. So moving forward now, are you going to take things like your other loves, like gaming and movies and stuff moving forward, or is it going to be more sport? I know you kind of said a bit of everything, but you do have interests out of those. Like, you're one of the first people that, well, you created, you know, GGR, innit?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
what's that? Gadget. Yeah, tell Kae about that, because that's one of the most important cornerstones of gaming for the culture in the UK.
Wow,
It was. You're very ahead of your time. Very ahead of your time.
Much. It was genuinely a turning point in what I do, and it allowed me to then go on to Joe.co.uk and all that kind of thing. It was a series on Grime Daily called GGR that me and Mr. Midas
I remember that. Yeah,
presented, put all of our own money and all that kind of thing in to create. And all we asked of Grime Daily, thank you Grime Daily, was just to provide us the talent. Like, we did the location, we got the videographers, we got the lights, we did everything. We paid for taxis and food. Blah, blah, blah. Grime Daily, give us AJ, Tracy, Dave, Young'un,
and put it on your platform, Cadet. Their platform. Yeah.
Shout out to Cadet. No, not even my platform. Their
platform.
Yeah. That was it. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Do you know what's so funny, right? People just see you on these things sometimes, and they just think it was given to you. Like, they just think, oh yeah, man. Like,
well, there's I'm guessing one or two people in the industry. That's probably the case. To put it.
No. But I'm saying in general, like,
yeah,
I'm talking about like with us as well. Like, people just look at, they don't understand the amount of work that goes in. Like, you man just turn on microphones and that, bruv. Well, big man, do you know how much these mics cost?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Can you?
Yeah, I do. I fucking do. You know how much fucking studio costs.
I saw the spreadsheet, bruv.
And that was just the kit. But anyway, like, yeah. So I guess what Kae's saying is, you know, you've got production experience, right? You know how to build things from the ground up. You've now come through this, you know, big cornerstone of UK TV, children's TV. Now you're ready to go, bruv. Like, and I guess what you're out. Is it your job now to be like, I'm Richie Driss, I'm out here, and I'm ready to make some fucking shit hot TV? This
is the weird thing about it, is that unless I get on a loudspeaker in the middle of Oxford,
yeah.
like, how can I tell the whole television industry, I'm here and I'm free, let me help me, please? Like, there's no way of me guaranteeing that everyone knows. I'm still going to be associated with it. Like, a friend of mine correctly and incorrectly referred to it as the Harry Potter syndrome, in that I'm associated with something huge like Daniel Radcliffe was, but no one will touch me because of that, potentially. The only difference is that Daniel Radcliffe got paid lots of money and worldwide fame. Do you know what I mean? Whereas, you know, BP, British Institute.
Yeah, so now you got the chance to reinvent yourself. Like, what's going to be the twist? Like, what direction do you? I want to
see you with a tattoo on your neck for the culture.
Kae's like, see that LA gangster thing? Go for it, bro.
Go for it. Just
embrace it.
Lean fully into it, and then do a documentary about Gangland Britain.
Well, what I was saying, I genuinely would. Not the tattoo thing, no. Gangland Britain, all that kind of thing. Yeah. Why not?
What are you spinning into?
What I was thinking is that, you know, for the introduction of this podcast, what we would do is we'd play Jay-Z public service announcement. Allow me to reintroduce us, and I'd kick the door in on my way in here.
Okay, so that's a fire safe door.
Yeah.
Okay,
I mean,
so I can't kick it in.
And if you were to kick it like towards us, it probably wouldn't open either. So you'd have to kick it and leave, and it just would lose its.
You'd probably like do yourself.
Dislocate my neck. Yeah. It's be a terrible start.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Damn, like, you don't remember that Kevin Hart thing where he's like, damn, you old, damn, you 34, damn, you old.
But yeah, that's literally, unless, you know, some sort of huge story comes out about me, about the fact that I swore on a podcast or whatever, you know.
My favourite tweet was when you left, because obviously when you first started, Matt Bacon.
Yeah.
I did it.
Richard Bacon. Oh yeah, let's talk about the tweet. Fantastic.
I did a thing with him recently, actually.
Yeah. Be careful saying that, Kae.
No, we were doing
poor guy's got that following him around.
I know.
We were doing
following around like a line.
So for those that don't know, Richard Bacon got kicked off of Blue Peter. He didn't even get a show, as in like, you know, one of them shows where they say goodbye to.
He was on it for I think 9 months.
Yeah, he didn't even get the like white Blue Peter badge on the way out. You get me, bro?
It was like, you know in the Big Brother house where they evicted them through the back door rather than the front door. That's what it was like, because they found out did he get filmed?
A friend of his took a photograph of him
doing cocaine,
doing a little something,
and sold it to the papers,
touching his nose. Yeah, sold it to the paper.
Bruh, you know, and back then, a picture you could sell that for.
But also back then, like the risk versus reward, he must have had like a disposable camera.
Yeah, I was thinking
up in the club.
that is not a good friend.
Oh, let me just check.
No, that wasn't a friend. That was not a friend at all.
No, of course
but
not.
yeah, so he lost that job, but then subsequently he got a lot of work out of it afterwards, didn't he?
Honestly,
so he reinvented himself. Maybe that's a good thing.
He went full Channel 4.
Yeah.
And then like, as in like risky.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I mean that kind of thing where it's all like, all right, fucking
breakfast.
Yeah,
a little bit after.
Oh, is it? Yeah. So. Yeah, like he tweeted you saying, "Don't do anything I wouldn't do." Right?
When I first got the job,
classic.
Yeah.
That is so funny.
And then your response. Can we just talk about the timing of that as well?
So then when I left, I quote tweeted it and said, "Mission accomplished. I didn't do anything that you wouldn't have done."
Heavy.
Yeah.
Well, in public.
At all. At all, Kate. How dare you?
So you back down.
He sent me some. When he saw the Evanescence clip, he sent me the funniest thing he said. So you know when I was going like Evanescence, it was that. I think it was the same episode, didn't it? Yeah, where it was like Where Are the Goths, but then I was like Evanescence. I missed that kind of music. He was all like, I went to an Evanescence concert 6 months ago, and I'm thinking. Did
you know they still existed?
Yeah, I thought he was chatting shit, bro. But he literally sent me a video of him and his mates, bro. They just walked into the O2. Like, I think you said you come out of Toca Social, innit?
Yeah.
Literally came
Mates
out
40th, out of Toca Social, had a few beers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally came out of Toca Social and then goes, yeah, fucking there's Evanescence there. And then he started playing.
Was it good?
Sick.
Yeah, I bet.
So good.
Wake me up inside.
Wake me up. Yeah.
Yeah.
All of that.
Fucking hell.
They did the rap, I think.
The rap?
Remember the rap from that?
Was there a rap from that?
I
don't know. Oh, I wanted to talk about something actually. So I don't know.
Nailed the rap, by the way. Nailed the rap.
Yeah, I mean
that's gonna be clipped up on Instagram.
That's not going on GRM Daily. No, I was gonna say something about it. So I don't know if you've heard. I don't know if you've heard this year. We were all wrestling fans back in the day, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know,
110 million%.
I never got it.
What?
I never got it.
You never watched wrestling?
I never. Like all of my mates were really about it, and the thing is now is that like second hand when I see GIFs and when I see videos of like how
you don't get it,
how ridiculous it was online. When I see it online now, how ridiculous it was, I'm like, okay, I get it. It's a laugh. But for me, it's like it's the sort of thing that you watch if like you're like kicking back and just relaxing and you take it as an absolute laugh as opposed to taking it seriously.
Do you understand that adrenaline that was going through my head when man is getting hit with a ladder in the face, bro?
Yeah, but is he?
Come on, bro. There was blood coming out.
It's probably one of my
favorite. There's blood coming out of John Wick.
You know when people... Yeah, but that's real. Like,
it's a good documentary, bro. I thought you want to make documentaries like this. Come on, man.
True, yeah, sorry.
Pivot into it.
You've never heard of a Kevlar suit that can, like, you know, withstand bullets, bro? Come on, man. Fucking, like... Yeah, I mean... Anyway. So, I was scrolling on the internet and apparently, WWE are being sued for racism.
Shock.
Which one? which type of racism and which person?
So apparently, but this is the thing. That's what I'm saying. Like, you just assumed racism was part of the thing with WWE, didn't you?
I can't lie. McMahon said some questionable things over the years and done some questionable things. Hulk Hogan got nerve.
Hold on. So they said that they're being investigated for a bunch of racist storylines, that some of them which never went out.
Oh yes.
One of them was that during 9/11, they were going to get a sort of brown wrestler to potentially for their backstory to be that they were one of the guys on the flights on 9/11.
It's bonkers, isn't it?
Bruv!
You know, like when you're in the writing room, they're like, no wrong answers. There's no wrong storylines. Go for it. And someone goes, I'll be like, you know what, bruv? Take 5.
Get out.
Take 5, yeah. And when I say 5, months.
But they basically had another one. I don't know if you remember this, right? WWE used to be wild, bro. They used to let so much stuff slide in the name of entertainment and men like fake fighting. They had to dress it up in some way, yeah. They had one where they had an Arab character, or technically whatever he was, you don't know what he was because they just said he was Arab, and they had like the call to prayer praying over the music when they saw his mates coming to the ring with like balaclavas and stuff on, punching up the other one, and they had the call to prayer, and that was like an official promo piece, bro.
I wouldn't be surprised if they cut the audio for that. I wouldn't be surprised if they've cut that and that is somewhere on someone's hard drive and they're ready to go with it.
No, but that one was real. That one aired.
I never saw that. I never saw that, you know. No, I must have deleted that from my memory. That is
promo piece. You make it sound like it was an advert.
No, so like you know when like they'd have bits in between the you know when they were like 3 weeks ago, and you know what they would have like to hype it up, and you're watching.
So like the Undertaker, you'd have like like that.
You see that the different
but for this,
fights
instead you'd have
that
is fucked.
Yeah, they had a call to prayer and stuff, man. Bruv, it was wild, innit? What they were doing was mad. So I don't know if you've seen the clip of Vince McMahon where he's talking to John Cena and he's like, hey, what's it, good deal out there and whatever, and he's all like something about being cool and hip hop or whatever, and then he goes
to John Cena,
and then he goes to John Cena, something my N-word, right, and then he just walks past, and Booker T goes, did he say what I think he said? Did he say it? And it's like, yo, I don't care if this is fake. This is mad, right?
Yeah, it wasn't fake. I think that shows that kind of what Vince was on in it, and I think that's why now he's struggling with staying on board in it, because everyone's like, bruv, you can't really be part of the firm, bruv. You've done too much.
Bro, the stuff that they did on WWE. What was your favorite WWE moment, bro? You're telling me you see when people used to say WWE ain't real, yeah? Did you not fight people?
What? Fight people?
You know
what, at school, like, do WWE moves?
No, when they be like, WWE ain't real. Like, what do you mean it's not real, bro? What do you mean wrestling's not real, bruv? There's blood there, bruv. Where did that come from, bruv?
Yeah.
That's real, bruv. He's getting hit. Explain that then.
So one of my favourite wrestling moments, bruv. Probably one of my favourite ones is probably one of the last, I think it's quite recent actually, when The Rock handed over his belt to John Cena, got defeated. It was like, I knew it was The Rock's last thing, and as a fan of The Rock, I just saw him come out. You could see it in his face that this was his last official outing, and I remember watching it just being like, bruv, do you know how many rock bottoms I delivered at high school to people? How many detentions I got because of you, bruv? Do you know how many times I told people it doesn't matter?
Do you know?
Because of you, bruv.
Yeah, like, it doesn't matter what you think.
I can only move my left eyebrow up 1 millimeter, but that's because of you, bruv. Yeah, and I'm forcing it only because of you, bruv.
It's mad when sometimes like, so there's people that stay in their job too long. Yeah. Wrestlers, yeah, because you knew when to say stop, right, bro? These guys. No, but like, you know what I mean? You know when to call time on things. Yeah, it's important to know when to call time on things, yeah. These guys, did you see the Undertaker year 1 and then the Undertaker in his last
year 40?
Bro, listen, yeah, you know when you're looking at him and you're going, like you're on your pension now, bro. Like just chill. Like, you're seeing the guy like with like the hairline starting at the back here, and he's still got long hair and stuff.
Did you not see the pictures that came out of him when he was like having a burger between shows when he never had any of his kit on? Yeah, no, and he was just like having a cheeseburger and just like, he looks normal, like, so he's having a burger, whatever. So he's not the Undertaker.
He looks like an old man.
And like, there's pictures of him, and I was like, oh my, how is that the same dude?
He's
but then when he comes back in the ring, he looks like he's done a little cycle because he's looking juiced again. But,
yeah.
When he was off for a little while, I saw pictures of him, and I was just like, he just looks like old, innit? Just looks tired.
Nice.
And these guys,
postman.
Listen,
just like respectfully, he's been wrestling for a long time. So without
you
all the
need
kit
to
on,
know when to say stop.
Have you seen how Kurt Angle walks like now,
bro?
Bruv?
Have you seen?
It's in bits.
Have you seen how James Haskell walks? He was on our episode when he came in, bro.
Yeah.
He has to limp as well, and he was playing rugby. So imagine all of them guys like doing all of that stuff. This is why, like, you know, when like UFC is popular as fuck right now, yeah. But you see, we haven't seen the long-term effects of UFC. So everybody talks about NFL and CTE, right? Yeah. But that's been going on for years, yeah?
And football and heading.
Yeah, football and heading. We're just hearing about it now. Yeah. Bro, we do not know the risks that UFC poses we're not gonna know until about 20 years.
I think we can make a reasonable assumption.
Yeah, Richie, we can guess.
Yeah, we can guess. Yeah, I think we can make a reasonable assumption of what 17 elbows to the temple does within 5 minutes.
Bro, but I'm thinking, yeah, we have got a certain window in which we can enjoy UFC. You've got about 10 more years where you can enjoy MMA as a sport, because that shit is gonna get regulated to fuck.
Do you think that that's why they're moving into the slap competitions? My man's bought that.
They're worse.
Yeah.
I think they're worse.
I will watch UFC. I can't watch the slap competitions, and I don't know. It's probably because there's someone waiting for it to happen, and he knows it's going to happen. There's nothing he can do to stop it.
That's true. But the other thing about it is, I don't think there's as much skill required.
Beat me to it.
Do you see where I'm coming from?
I was about to interrupt.
You can slap. I can slap. He can slap. But can I go into
how hard?
Yeah, but like. Okay, so Marcus slaps harder than all of us. Like that, just by the law of it.
It looks like the technique though. They've got open hands and how they firm it.
Is it hard?
Look at Marcus pretending he doesn't know how to slap someone.
And the fact that they've got to wear the ear stuff as well, because you can get a burst eardrum.
Yeah, no.
Oh, that's long, man.
I've got to an age, right? Yeah, so I don't know about you lot. You're in your 30s as well, innit? You know when like a lot of your friends start doing mad hobbies now, yeah? Like, do you get that?
One of my mates is like doing jujitsu.
Yeah, it's always jujitsu. Why is it like men turn 30 and then suddenly it's all like, you should try jujitsu, bruv. Right?
Yeah.
Like,
more power to you, but you.
Yeah.
Not me, you.
Yeah. Like jujitsu, like some people try hiking and stuff like cycling. Oh my god, the amount of man I know that just goes cycling. Yeah, I'm
doing 180 miles. I'm sorry, what? Yeah, quick 180 miles.
Oh, mate.
Quick.
Yeah.
180 miles.
Yeah, quick 180 miles.
It's when I go, we just did we only did about 30 kilometers today. Yeah. Add me on Strava. What's your Strava? Let's go on a bike ride together. Fuck your Strava, bruv. Like, I don't know what's happening, yeah, but certain men just find all these hobbies, yeah. But then there's certain brothers that in their 30s, they decide to take up MMA. And you're like, that ship has sailed.
Do you reckon this is like the precursor to like the midlife crisis? Like,
yeah.
I'm going to start with MMA and then I'm going to go on to buying a Porsche or cheating on my wife or whatever.
No, do you know what I think? I think we're of that generation where we're never going to afford that.
Absolutely not. My midlife crisis is going to be another. I was going to say another shit tattoo, but like, shout out to my tattoo artist. I love you, and your art is amazing. Can
we talk through your tats? Actually, they look pretty nice, man.
You can try.
Man,
yeah, go on. Let's do it.
This is a audio podcast. I'm happy to, but
you can use your words. You can describe it.
Okay, so everything that you can't see
on his left arm,
on my left arm is sort of stuff that was
sacred to you.
Well, yeah, I was going to say like I didn't have a hand in the decision. So like where my mum is from and born, and where my dad is from and born.
What's your mix?
My dad was Algerian, my mum English.
Okay.
So like I got the coordinates for where the exact place where my mum was born and raised.
Wow.
The
bit harder for the Algerian side,
yeah.
The Middle Eastern Africans, like where was I born? Hey, bro, you were born in it, like just
this village
between Morocco and Egypt, somewhere that'll do. That, and then I've got like the road that I was raised on, and like links to the road that I was raised on.
Heavy,
yeah, all that kind of thing.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Nice. And what about the stuff that we can see? Because I can see
stuff that you can see was just. I thought this tattoo artist was sick, and he is still sick. Thank you, Mowgli. And I was just like,
do
your
thing. Is he the guy with the glasses and like long hair?
Yeah.
Dirren got a tattoo from him the other day. My friend Dirren.
Yeah.
Yeah, he came on the podcast. Yeah, it looked like that as well. Actually.
Yeah, same guy.
It's like a design. It's like does he just look at your skin and freestyle? Is that what it is?
It's like Doctor Strange.
It's like a collection of logos. Like when Doctor Strange. You're right. Very good description. If you look at if you Google Doctor Strange magic and look at that on Google, that's kind of what the pattern of the tattoo looks like.
Does him the justice that he deserves.
What man? He's one of the most powerful Marvel characters. It's magic, isn't it?
Okay, yeah, and he would appreciate it. Yeah. Let's go with that. That's
so funny that I think the outrage might actually be from real Marvel fans going, he's not one of the most powerful characters. How dare you, Marcus? Anyway, yeah, go on. So
yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
Doctor Strange.
Cool.
I think what are you going to do for your midlife crisis? I think we need to bring back like proper midlife crisis, like actually do things.
I think some people start a podcast, so
but their podcasts are mad, innit? Yeah. I have seen some of these podcasts starting, like when you're seeing guys in their 40s and 50s start podcasts and they sound mad, bruv.
I think
that's
a
just
lot
an expression, isn't it? It's just venting.
I think a lot of
no
people,
one.
what I'm seeing a lot of is, and I'm sorry if this is you, but listening, but a lot of people are starting to be coaches after doing like a coaching course about learning how to coach so that they can become coaches to coaches.
I will provide you with the skills that you need.
Yes.
Big man, what do you do?
Yes.
I can't.
But I see that I've seen that on social media. People that are like just out of uni, like trying to be life coaches, like, oh yeah, I can teach you how to do X, Y, and Z. You are 21.
Bruv, if you're 21, I do not want advice on anything about anything from you. Shut up, listen, take up the advice other people give you.
One exception. Who's popping musically right now?
Actually, you're right there.
I'll take that.
No. And do you know what I'll do? Do you know what I'll do? I'll listen to you.
Yeah.
And I will never listen to those artists, right? It's like, no, they're not for me. What? I'm not listening to what anything a 21-year-old's listening to, bro. Like what? Little Uzi, whatever.
Little Uzi Velvet.
Little Uzi Velvet.
I'm not listening to any of these. Listen, if you're coming out of uni and becoming a life coach, yeah, I hope your business fails.
Wow.
I hope your business fails.
Yeah.
Who are you coaching? For what life? You barely just... Bro, go back to when you were 21.
It's funny, yeah, it's funny because I think when I was 15, I thought I knew everything. When I was 21, I thought I knew everything. Now, I realise I know fucking nothing, bruv. And every day,
same.
I know that I know less and less, bruv.
Do you know?
And people go to me, oh, Marcus, man, like, people say to me, oh, you're quite intelligent. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm not smart. I know people that know a lot more than me, and I don't know fuck.
But do you know what that is?
Relatively.
Do you know what that is? What? That's wisdom.
Not knowing what you don't know.
The wise man is the one that knows he knows nothing.
Jeez.
Come on.
And do you know what?
Be a life coach. There you go.
And do you know what? We're going to have to continue this conversation in our Patreon bonus episode. Yeah. Richie, before we go though, please, where can everyone find you?
At Richie Driss, Richie, because for some reason people spell it with a T. Why?
Some people do. Are you actually Richie or are you a Richard?
I'm a Richard.
Okay.
Yeah, not Richard.
What's your middle name?
Lucien.
Oh, wow.
Richard Lucien Driss.
It's French, yeah.
Why?
Should have gone with that, shouldn't I?
Did you learn any Berber or Arabic?
I should have done, but that's a whole other story probably for the Patreon.
All right, let's save it to that then. All right, guys. Well, if you want to sign up on the Patreon, don't forget you click on the Apple Podcast app, look for More of a Clue, and you can try free for 3 days. I dare you to try and get through all of the content before those 3 days run out. Impossible.
If you do, honestly, ratings
for you. Ratings. Kay was thinking of a gift. If you do, you just get a rating. Ratings for you.
Also, make sure you check out Richie's documentary on BT Sports.
Yes.
What's it called again?
The special ones.
Yeah.
Number ones. Yeah.
Can we put a link to? We'll put a link to that in the show description.
Course,
link to that. Yeah.
Thanks
wicked,
very
man.
much.
All right. Peace. All right. Let's get over to that Patreon.